Nearly 4 years after its rocky debut, Cyberpunk 2077 has undergone a dramatic transformation. With the Phantom Liberty expansion and the monumental 2.0 update behind it, the game has seen a second life as one of CD Projekt Red's most celebrated turnarounds, and now all eyes are on what comes next for this game. While CDPR has confirmed that no other major expansions will follow Phantom Liberty, the upcoming update 2.3 is expected to add final touches, quality of life upgrades, and possibly even surprise features that the community has long requested when it releases on June 26th. Let's break down what fans are hoping for, what's realistically possible, and how this update might further shape Night City and the possibility of more DLC updates before Cyberpunk 2. But before we get into it, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest Cyberpunk news. And if you're interested, consider becoming a member on the channel for early access on every video, members only content, your name in the credits, the ability to write in and have your comments featured, and access to the Discord community. Since its launch in December 2020, Cyberpunk 2077 has received a series of substantial updates and hotfixes that gradually morph the game into a polished, content-rich experience. Version 2.0 overhauled major systems like cyberware, police response, and AI behaviors. Then Update 2.1 added fan-requested features like a working metro system, repeatable races, and improved relationships with the side characters. This puts Update 2.3 in a very unique position. It's unlikely to be as massive as 2.0 or as feature-packed as 2.1. But it's also not just a bug-fixing patch. CDPR has hinted that there will be a few more surprises in store for this game, and fans have been speculating heavily about what those could actually be. It's also possible that the Update 2.3 won't be the last update for Cyberpunk 2077. We know that the third-party team at Virtuous was contracted to at least work on Updates 2.2 and 2.3 for Cyberpunk 2077. There have also been some hirings for Cyberpunk DLC at Virtuous as well. And since Virtuous is still hiring people to continue work on Cyberpunk 2077 DLC, I think CDPR might be planning to have them continue to work on the game and release several more updates over the next few years. And of course that will be while CDPR continues work on Cyberpunk 2, which as they announced a few weeks ago is currently in pre-production at the studio. The Cyberpunk community has been very vocal for the past several years about certain missing elements from the game that they'd love to see added. Many of these are entirely feasible and would fit perfectly within the scope of these last several updates for the game. The most requested feature by far is New Game Plus. While CDPR has danced around the topic in the past and said it wouldn't really work with this game, players still want to start fresh with a powerful build and see how different choices play out through the game. New Game Plus would of course allow V to retain cyberware, perks, and gear while restarting the main story for Cyberpunk, encouraging replayability and giving the game more longevity. And I've used the New Game Plus mod on PC, it's the gameplay that you're currently seeing in this video. And it's a great addition to the game, I just don't know why they don't add it to the base game, especially since The Witcher 3 does have New Game Plus. Another requested feature is romance options, and they were a core part of the role-playing experience in Cyberpunk 2077, but players have long felt that they were undercooked for this game. But with Update 2.1 adding minor new interactions to the game for these romances, fans are hopeful that 2.3 could go even further with more dates, dialogue, and scenes for love interests like Judy, Panam, River, and Carrie. Some even speculate about new romance arcs or at least improved integration of romance partners into side quests in the game. It would be interesting to see what they could do in this aspect of the game. Personally, I don't necessarily need more romance stuff per se, but the side quests with the romance options were some of the best quests in the game, so I would love to see more of that of course. And despite Night City being filled with gangs like the Valentinos, Maelstrom, and the Tiger Claws, there's very little mechanical interaction with these factions beyond scripted story moments. Fans have been dreaming of a system where you can align yourself with one of these gangs, rise through its ranks, or at least face dynamic opposition from rival groups. While of course this might be a bit of a stretch for Update 2.3, even small additions to the game like repeatable faction contracts or dynamic gang warfare events would add some serious depth. I would like to see them expand this more in Cyberpunk 2 of course though. I'm sure they could do some really cool stuff around it. Another possible addition is around the apartments, and of course players can currently own several different apartments across Night City, each with their own flavor and some unique buffs, but customization is very minimal. A simple decor system letting players add collectibles, trophies, or different lighting could go a long way towards immersion and roleplay. It may not be a game-changing feature, but it would align well with the quality of life improvements CDPR has prioritized in recent patches for the game. Let me know down in the comments what your most wanted feature is in the upcoming update to Cyberpunk 2077. While CD Projekt Red has been quiet about the specifics of Update 2.3, we can make some educated guesses based on their development history and what they've teased in interviews. With this shift to next-gen consoles and PC only, CDPR has been laser focused on improving performance for this game. Update 2.3 will likely include frame rate optimizations, additional bug fixes, and maybe even some updates for ray tracing support or DLSS 3.5 for newer GPUs. Steam Deck and handheld compatibility may also be improved in this update, giving the game's rising popularity on portable platforms. Of course, the Switch 2 version of the game just released not too long ago, and I believe I saw something that Cyberpunk 2077 is the second best-selling game on that console at launch. Also, Cyberpunk's menus, hacking systems, and crafting UI have seen gradual improvements since launch, of course, and Update 2.3 may finally deliver a streamlined inventory system, filter options for loot, or even a loadout system for quickly switching between different builds. These kind of under-the-hood changes to Cyberpunk 2077 may not be flashy, of course, but they could significantly improve the gameplay flow. One of the quieter successes of 2.1 was the addition of repeatable races and metro travel, which of course helped make Night City feel more alive for the player. Some people believe 2.3 could add randomized street encounters like ambushes, rescue missions, or bounty targets that emerge dynamically while you explore. These additions would help keep Night City engaging even after dozens of hours. While of course no new main storylines are expected in this update, CDPR has hinted at additional closure for some narrative arcs. This could mean new phone calls, wrap-up scenes, or even small quests that give fans one last chance to connect with key characters. Speculation about a rumored final scene for V's ending, possibly reflecting choices made across the game, has also been floating around on forums. There are also some fan dreams that, while exciting, are probably way too ambitious for a free update like this. A few stand out as long shots, of course. While 2.0 improved car handling and added new vehicles, full-on vehicle customization still does not exist in the game. The closest thing we currently have to car customization is the Crystal Coat system that allows you to copy the paint schemes from cars around Night City and apply them to your car. Of course, if the feature is available for that particular car. Fans have imagined adding spoilers, neon underglow, or tuning performance for their cars, but CDPR has said in the past that the system would require significant back-end changes, making it very unlikely for a 2.3 inclusion. And the concept of brain dances was one of the most intriguing parts of early Cyberpunk 2077 marketing, but in practice, it was limited to a handful of detective sequences that oftentimes felt annoying, especially in replays of the game. Some fans have hoped for custom or user-created brain dance missions or at least new story-driven BD experiences, but given the time investment this would require, it's unlikely unless saved for Cyberpunk 2. And at one point in time, of course, many of us remember CDPR planned a standalone Cyberpunk 2077 multiplayer game or mode. That plan, of course, was scrapped after the game's rough launch back in 2020, and although the community would love even a small co-op mode or shared hub of some sort in the game, multiplayer is not in the cards for 2.3 or any future updates, but maybe it will be in Cyberpunk 2. Update 2.3 may be the last major patch before CD Projekt Red fully transitions to working on Cyberpunk 2, or we could still get ongoing updates from Virtuous because they are the ones currently working on these updates. We really don't know just yet. But the sequel, Cyberpunk 2, is currently in pre-production at CDPR's new North American studios, predominantly in the Boston area of the United States. In a sense, Update 2.3 and any other future updates to Cyberpunk 2077 could serve as a goodbye letter to Night City as we currently know it, and lead us into Cyberpunk 2 in the late 2020s or early 2030s. For longtime players, this update is a chance to dive back in and experience the game with its most refined mechanics, best performance, and hopefully a handful of exciting new features. And for newcomers to the game, it's a near perfect entry point into a game that now stands tall amongst the best modern RPGs. And if you have not played this game yet, I would urge you to do so. If you like open world RPGs, in my opinion, this is one of the best. Even if it doesn't deliver everything on the wish list, Update 2.3 could seal Cyberpunk 2077's legacy as a game that beat the odds and delivered on its promise, albeit a little late. With Cyberpunk 2077 now standing as one of gaming's most dramatic redemption arcs, Update 2.3 feels like the final act before the curtains close, but I hope we get another few updates over the next several years while we wait for the next game in the series. Whether it brings long-awaited features like New Game Plus or simply offers a more polished experience, it will represent one of CD Projekt Red's final thank yous to the players who stuck with the game for so long. It's pretty rare for a studio to turn around a game so thoroughly. The only other one that comes immediately to mind is No Man's Sky, and rare still for the journey like this in Cyberpunk to end on such a hopeful note. If CDPR can pull off this surprise with Update 2.3, it won't just be a patch. it'll be a celebration of what this game has achieved. Stay tuned because Night City might have a few more secrets up its sleeve, and you can bet I will cover any and all rumors and news around this game. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest Cyberpunk news. And if you're looking for something else to watch, click one of the videos you're seeing on screen right now. I will see you there. Also, a huge thank you to all the amazing channel members.